Welcome back to Stephen Follows Instructions. We're on episode 7 of the OVHCloud series, basically setting up a VPS just to consolidate all of my stuff on one place. Last episode we set up Maria database, and now we need to connect that to our functioning instance of Grasshopper. It is actually connected, but we just don't know if it actually works yet. So at the end of the previous episode, we were running out of context window in ChatGPT. So let's see, here's my chat. So Grasshopper CGI setup is where I was, and the very last thing I asked it to do is to give me instructions on continuation. So here's the continuation. And I'll just gather all of that up, and we will continue seamlessly into the new chat. So here's the new chat. So that's the way you manage these things, right? It slows down. So we got a Grasshopper setup continuation, and it's going to think for a while, probably a fair while. Okay. Serve static pages via caddy and proxy only. CGI bin to Apache. I think that's a good idea. In fact, it's precisely what I was thinking. So we'll do that. So we'll serve the static pages via caddy. Okay, it's going to give me a bunch of stuff. Okay, so let's read through this. So yeah, just to review. So Grasshopper is a CGI application which manages database-driven websites. I've always used it to build my MOOCs and my homepage and all of that. More recently, though, I've taken some of the sites that I created by using Grasshopper and created archives for them, which are just flat HTML only files. I had forgotten that I had done that, but I had done that. No need to use CGI and Grasshopper to serve these. We can just serve these as flat files. And so there's no need to even redirect them anywhere. So that's what we'll do. We'll put the static content in per... Okay, so now the instructions, right? Put static content in per host directories. Okay. Do this, adjust file names to what you actually want served. Okay, list LA, optional but nice. Instead of duplicating assets, symlink them, repeat similarly. Don't. Okay. Okay, let's try to remember what I was doing here too. And then update caddy to point to them. For this to work, the caddy container must have the host path mounted read-only. Okay, and reload caddy and test. Why this is the best next step. Yeah. Clear separation of concerns. Caddy plus static. Yeah, okay, so now let's try to remember what my files looked like. Let's see. So, because one of the two was static files only. The other one was still active with the database. I believe it was the Plank that was still active with the database. Do I remember? No, I don't remember, because it's been a week, more than a week, since I looked at this. That's the problem with, you get interrupted and you sort of have to get back into where you were. How's that for exciting video? Are you enjoying it? Let's right screen with camera. Yeah, let's put me into the picture too. Yeah, I was doing right screen only for something a little while back. Okay. Not that it makes the video more exciting at all, but it's nice to actually be in my own video. Okay. I do recall just putting everything okay, Plank SQL. Okay, so it's Plank I have, so it's change, which is this. Let's just take a look at it. But that's empty, right? We don't need anything in that. Okay. All right, let's see now. So, okay. Let's give ChatGPT some instructions. For now, the only site that is static only is change.mooc.ca. And the site files are zipped in that place. Okay. I don't want to use symlinks. We want the only copy of the resource to be the copy we are serving. Don't need it elsewhere. We'll back it up in a later stage of the project. Okay, let's see what we say now. So it's going to think. Static only, no symlinks. Okay, safe, explicit, one step at a time. That's what I want. Okay, upload the zip from Windows to the VPS. Okay. Okay, let's see. Am I still connected? Okay, I'm still connected there. Okay, and let's see, this is my local. Right, so just make that text bigger for you so you can follow along. Similarly here. Oh, everything's going to be behind my head, isn't it? That's not very useful. Let's try at least to make the video good. Alright, there's that. And here's the other one. And we'll just pull it down here a bit. That way, you see the way I layer these, right? So it's really easy for me to flip back and forth between them. I could probably just create two tabs, could I? Do they tab? I don't think they tab. Sure that they must. Oh yeah, there we go. CD, E, Right, so I don't need the other one. Okay, we can just tab them back and forth, I guess. Yeah, that'll work as well. I'll just make this bigger for you. All right. Good enough. Okay, so what was the command? I think I actually... Okay. Your user at your VPS ID. What it is. Okay, so let's just error out of that. SSH. Okay, here we go. I'd rather use the actual domain name. I guess it doesn't matter. It is better to use the domain name, maybe. Let's come back. Let's come back to here. User and domain IP for my VPS is. Whoops, skipped. Okay, so now we'll copy the code. Okay, it's just going to go into a temporary directory. Good enough. All right, so let's go back to PowerShell. Let's copy the code. It may well ask me for a password. No, it shouldn't because I'm using the key, right? Yeah, there it goes. Okay. Boy, having the key in the proper place makes all of this so much easier, and yet it's so difficult to figure out. I should do a video explainer just for that one day. I really should. Although now that people use ChatGPT, nobody needs video explainers anymore. Okay, so we've uploaded. Right, see, there's the secret that I've talked about in the past, or in one of the previous videos in this series, right? If it's not in a standard place, you use this. Do you know where this is documented? Nowhere that I've ever seen. Okay. I made the text bigger and lost my place as a result. Okay, here's the exact command. Right. Then on the VPS verify, copy the code. Right. So we'll verify. Once confirmed. Yeah, no nested directory surprises. Yeah, that's a good plan. So first of all, we'll verify. Oops, wrong place. Let's make this text bigger for you. Oops, and it's forgotten already what the command is. How weird is that? Okay, copy code. Come back to here. Okay. All right. Very good. Okay. All good. Confirmed. Okay. Inspect. Okay, so we're going to inspect. Right. Copy code. And we'll come back down here. Not there. Here. And we'll inspect. Oh, unzip's not found. Oh, jeez. Why did it do that? Not found on the Ubuntu APS. Okay, so we'll install unzip. Okay, let's copy the code. No config prompts, no service impact. Yeah, okay. And no services need to be started. Nothing needs to be restarted. And now we'll unzip. Okay, and we'll copy this. All right, let's let them have a look. Right. Oh, right, ChatGPT. Now run. Paste the output. Here's the output. Your zip is case B. Okay. All right. Everything lives under a single top-level directory. So we'll extract the contents of that directory, not the directory itself, into the served location. And this will be the location. No symlinks, no duplication, one authoritative copy. All right, so let's run this. First of all, we'll make the directory. That directory is currently empty or expendable. This is intentional. Okay. So let's see what happens when we make the directory first. No problem. And now we'll make sure it's empty. Should be empty anyways, but we're making sure it's empty. Okay. All right. So this is serving static files on Caddy, basically. That's what it is. So basically our Caddy file is going to go into server apps, grasshopper site hosts, change.mooc.ca. It's just all going to go in there. We probably wouldn't need this whole big long directory for Caddy, but that's fine. Actually, let me ask that. Let me ask. Do the static sites need to be in the Grasshopper directory? Or even the apps directory? When they're static site. If they're less complex directory structure I can use, spell structure right, and use for static sites. Let's clear this up first. So yes, you can and probably should use a simpler separate structure for static-only domains. All right, a cleaned, low complexity. Yeah, this is what I like. Right. Or a Docker mount, caddy. Keep everything apps, but separate static from no. What I would not do is keep it under Grasshopper side hosts. Yeah, exactly. I can choose either. Okay. So let's go with the recommended option 1. Follow the recommended option 1 layout. Okay, so first of all, we're going to make the directories and remove everything in them, and then we're going to unzip everything into that directory. So let's do that. We don't need to do these one at a time. None of these is complex. I do want to remember to actually remove this directory later, but there's no rush on that. So, okay, so let's make the directory. Okay, and let's go to it. We don't have to, but srv www ls the change ls. Let's see what's in it. We've got change and then change again. Doesn't seem right. Doesn't seem right. Yeah. All right, so we'll fix this. Move the contents up 1 level, including dot directories. And then we'll verify. Yeah, okay, let's do that. See, this is the thing, working with ChatGPT and probably any AI, kind of have to be on the ball, right? Yeah, it would work. If I just did everything ChatGPT said, in the end, it would work. But would it be ideal? No, it wouldn't be as clean, and as maintainable as I would like, or expandable for that matter. Okay, so now let's list. Okay, there's all my stuff, and I can probably remove, if it's even in there. Oh, it's not even in there anymore. Okay. Oh, it just moved everything. Oh, there it is. It removed the directory for me already. Good. Okay, very good. All right. Now, that's not what I want to be in. That's something else. Okay, let's go back to ChatGPT and see what it says next. Step 2, verify. Right. Verified at step 2, just did that. Confirm that the served root has an index. Let's confirm that the root site has an index. It does. Root site has an index at index.html. All right. Okay, let's do that. I'll give it a little feedback if I can. Yeah, there we go. Root site has an index, file side system. Now let's make sure caddy is actually serving. So Docker PS format table names. Oh, okay. The format format using that word scares me, right? But this is the output. Pick the caddy container from the list. Okay, let's copy this. Right, because it doesn't know what the caddy container is, and for that matter, I've forgotten too. So let's do that. All right. Pick the caddy and then run replace caddy container. Oh, replace, right. Well, let's give them the information and then he'll give me the exact. Confirm caddy can see this. Okay, let's copy this code. So here we're executing a command, execute a command inside the container, which is this, and then list. And we're just, and we see nothing. Okay, so that seems to be an issue. Okay, so we'll go back. Don't need this. Go back. So we're going to go back. It just means the caddy container doesn't have, right, serve www mounted. Right, of course. Find where your caddy compose file is. Oh, Docker compose list. You can find all your compose files. That's pretty cool. Right, that's new to me. How about that? Huh. Docker compose list. Okay. And to locate the compose working directory, this will show what is currently mounted into the container. Okay. Okay, so inspect proxy caddy 1. So we're inspecting this container with the format, and now we'll be getting the volumes, the source with an arrow to the directory. So caddy data to data, config to config, and the caddy file, and that's it. So we'll have to edit the caddy service volumes. So under caddy service, we need to add this line. Okay, so we need to find the Docker compose for the proxy stack under the caddy service. Okay, so that could be a bit tricky. Okay, but I think that's it under the proxy stack, right? So let's go to cd srv proxy. So we're defining our reverse proxy server compose.yml. Not a directory. Right, of course it is. Of course it isn't. Right. Nano compose YML. There we go. And now we need to add that line where? Under volumes. Okay. So come here. Oops, it added a little extra for me. So serve www to serve www read only. Okay. That's interesting. All right, well, that's fine. Okay, Control X, and we'll save. And now we need to restart Caddy. Copy code, so this will force recreate. I gotta tell you, these instructions from ChatGPT so much better than human instructions, because when the instruction is a little mistaken or incomplete, like here it was incomplete, it's really easy to find, to fix. Okay, so now we'll go back to where we were inspecting, and now let's inspect. And everything is good. Because we just made it so. Oops. Probably should have retest the mount. Good news, the mount is already there. Yeah, that's because we just put it there. Okay. Let's diagnose with 2 definitive checks. Oh, I think we were trying to actually put stuff in, weren't we? Okay, reload Caddy. Oh, that's too far. Okay, I'm a bit lost. Alright, step 1 first. Okay, we'll just do what it says. Step 1 first. Okay. I'm pretty sure we didn't put any content in. Oh, maybe we did. Okay, so we've checked serve www, and we've checked for change.mooc.ca. All right. And whether change.mooc.ca exists anywhere under it. Here's what I got from step 1. So I don't think it's set up quite right yet. The mount is fine, or run before the directory existed. We can move on. Caddy file is there. Show just the change MOOC block. Okay. Don't know what AWK does. Small programming language designed for text program processing. Okay, that's kind of cool. All right, so let's run that. That's local. That's okay. Oh, I see. Okay, so all right, so we've done that, and now what's the next instruction? If the root isn't serving srv www change. Okay. So, okay, so we'll edit the caddy file. Which, okay, so let's go here, edit the caddy file. Right, so right now it's pointing to Grasshopper and we want it to point to the directory. So this is what we'll change it to. It'll still handle the path, right? Still handle the CGI bin path. Right. I don't know what that means. Your Apache plus CGI container name appears to be Grasshopper 1. If your current caddy points to a different upstream, don't change it unless it's wrong. Yeah. So we're going to change it to this. We don't even need to handle the CGI bin path, but we'll leave it just in case. It's all read-only anyways. So root is here, and then basically execute the command file server. That's got to be what that means, and then handle the path. That makes sense. So let's go in here, and so instead of this, right, we're going to insert this. Control X, yes. Oh, neat. Okay, if we get a CGI bin request on change.mook.ca, it's just going to redirect to Grasshopper. Good enough. All right, and now we'll probably need to reboot the caddy. Yep. Okay, and then we'll test. Let's reboot caddy. Uh-oh. Line 6. Okay. Run caddy FMT overwrite to fix inconsistencies. Line equals 6. Let's see. Line equals 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, now if I was just doing this, I would just run that command. Let's see what. Let's see what ChatGPT recommended. It'll probably say run the command as well. Oh, I'm way over here. Don't need that. Okay. Paste. Reload succeeding, and that warning is harmless. Oh, okay. Alright, so let's verify that it's serving the actual. Yes, it is. Okay, it's not perfect. It looks like we're getting some errors. Let's inspect, and we'll just look for the files that are missing. So what's it missing? It's listing missing fav icon and missing some JavaScript. Okay. All right. And optional. Okay. Confirm CGI is still alive. We got not found. Server basic test. Not found. All right, well, let's check and see if it's still there on Plank. Yeah, so all right. Okay. Let's come back here. Okay, so all right, serves change.mooc.ca. It gets file not found. For the CGI script. Wasn't part of my plan to test it this way, but Caddy is not proxying. This is almost always caused by a handler order in the ain't that interesting. Okay, so we can fix that. Huh. Who would have thunk? So we need some space for this. Okay, now we'll copy this with a right click. It didn't do what I wanted it to do at all. Don't think it even saved. Let's try it. Right click. Nope. Let's exit and not save the buffer. Let's see if we can't. Yeah, we'll just copy the whole thing over and just rewrite the whole thing. I think that'll be the easiest way to do it. So just go down here. We just remove all of that and then paste the new version in rather than try to edit it. We could do it, but why? Control X, save, yes. Okay, now this will probably work. Oh, we'll have to reboot the Caddy file server. Caddy input is not formatted. Whoop-de-doo. Okay. Now it should run this properly. No? Huh. Let's try formatting it the way it recommends and then running it. Not that. So run caddy format overwrite. So we'll copy that, we'll paste that. Command caddy not found. Never mind, I don't want to install it here. Okay. Let's try executing again the reload. If I really wanted to run this command, then I'd do it like docker exec, then the name of the container, and then the command. I don't feel like doing that. Let's first make sure change is working. Okay, and now let's see if this is working. No. Okay, change the order. Okay. But it's still not working. It's still not working. Let's check the logs. All right, check the logs. Oops. It's more than we need. Way more than we need. It's getting actually a fair amount of traffic from the looks of it. Let's give it the whole thing. I hate to give it 100 lines of text, but let's do it. See what it says. Thinking. Answer now. No, let it think. Right, but Apache expects the CGI. Use handle, not handle path. We had this before. We did this last time. Handle path. Didn't make change route.ca, so handle CGI bin star. Alright, so let's do that. We'll go in. This is the bit right here that I think is going to change. Let's see what it is right now. Let's just compare what it is, what it says it should be. Handle, oh, handle path, and it should just be handle. Okay. All right. Yeah, this is exactly what we had before. It's the second time it's made this error. Okay. Try. Save the buffer. And let's reboot it, and let's see if it works. It should now. Yeah. Good. Database connection error, that's not an issue. Okay, that's good. Yes, that's what it was. handle path to handle worked. Now also view page source. Okay, well that's there. What's missing? That's there. That's there. That's there. Well, okay. I'm trying to find out now. So let's inspect again. We'll check the network again and find out what's missing. All right. So downs.js. Oh, it expects these in the root file. Why? Oh, because HTTP, maybe. Doesn't seem to be the issue. It's not finding any of these, right? Not correctly loading in JS files. So it appears unformatted. Okay, so let's check what okay, so we'll do that. So that's kind of interesting. Looking for references to those files in the index file. Step 1 result. Now step 2, we'll do this, copy the code. So what's it doing? Don't know what it's doing. List. Oh, it's listing those directories. Okay, good enough. So we'll do that. We'll list those directories to a depth of 30 each, and there's the content. So we'll feed that information. Step 2 result. Okay, so what it's done so far is checked where I call for the files in the code in the HTML code, check for the files in the directory, and then check to confirm Caddy is returning CSS with the right status code. Now we'll have to find a file that's actually in CSS. Like, how about layout.css? Okay, so let's do that. So I'll put this in and then just layout, just type this in. Okay, and we'll put that in and send that. Step 3 result. Is there a step 4? I don't think there is. Cheers. See, this is actually going to change. Alright, let's put all this in. Yeah, that's what I wondered. It's the HTTP and not HTTPS. Okay, so make the URLs relative or HTTPS. Recommended change HTTP change.mooc.ca to just slash. No, can't do that because I'm going to have multiple sites. Not sure what you're doing there. This makes the site portable. Oh, are you saying change this to slash? So we're going to try to match for this string, and if we match this string, in the index file. Okay. And if we match the string, we'll just match it to this. Oh, it'll default. Okay, it'll call that the site's root, right? It won't be looking for the root of the file server. It'll be looking for the root of the site. Okay. Then hard refresh in the browser. Okay. Or change it to HTTPS if you want to keep the absolute URLs. Don't really need that. Scheme relative, no. One more note, non-blocking. This line will still be an issue because it's an external script from an old Twitter widgets domain. Okay, let's run option A. Copy the code. All right, we're backing it up first. That's probably a good idea. Backing it up, and then we're going to run the actual change. So let's do that. And now we'll verify the change. We should see source just right, and that's exactly what it should do. Okay. And now we will reload. It says with an F5, but I put shift and then hit reload. And it has come up perfectly. Ha ha ha. Okay. Okay. Right. Okay, so that's great. Now, this change. Okay, I'll go back to it and tell it what I did. I selected option A and it worked perfectly. Now I need to do this for every HTML page and every subdirectory. On the website. Selection. I selected. It probably would have understood me, but you know. So we'll do it for the rest of the pages. Okay, so we're going to make a tarball, copy the code, that'll be the backup. That won't take too long, take a few seconds though. Okay, next we're going to confirm it exists. I like that it does that. It confirms things exist when we think we've made them. I said, that's, yep. And there it is. It's even dated. It's nice. Okay, next step. Dry run. Count how many files will change. There'll be a bunch. 254. This is why we're not doing this manually. Okay. And now we'll do it to all the files. So set E. Not sure what that does. Oh, we're running. It's a bash script. Eh? Set E. The root is this. The path is this. Find the root in the file. Change it to the path. WC minus L. Don't know what that means. That's cool. It's a bash script, but it's just in little single quote marks, so it just exists as long as we need it, and then it'll go away. All right. We'll copy the code. Let's run it. And we'll verify nothing remains. No remaining HTTP. Good. Oops. And optional cleanup mixed content external URLs. I won't touch external URLs. Yeah, we'll just leave those for now. So let's just reload. So about this course, manage account, loading your options. Okay, log in. Right. Okay. Okay, listen to audio. Look at that. Terry Anderson. Beauteous. That's exactly the way it should work. I'd like to fix this your account stuff. Probably don't need it, but home, about, contact. Even has a nice calendar, which goes to today. Alrighty. Okay. Now, I have several more sites like this. Let's see if I can't get them all set up. See if I can remember what they are, even. Let's see. Let's go in. We're going to go into WS WinSCP. Okay. So here we are, and down CA Cloud. I don't think that's where they'll be. I think they might be in Data MOOC CA. Yeah. So. See, change isn't there, and all the rest were with change. So I think they're going to be on the Reclaim Cloud or Reclaim site. Let's go to Reclaim. Reclaim. Panel might make me log in again. Nope. Okay. And we'll look for the file server or file manager. Okay. There's all my sites. So there's quite a number of them. 11, 12, connect, EADCM. Yeah. So let's save all of these. Change I've already got. Excelsior Ethics. Wild is that for a site name? Download. Okay. directory. I'm going to make it easier for ChatGPT to work with them. So show all downloads. So there they are. There's the 5 of them, and there's number 6. So let's take these 5, show them in folder. I guess we didn't need to do that. Yeah, I move all my downloads to images because this is where I put the images that I download that I use in my newsletter later on. So we'll put these into, let's create a new directory. Sites, websites, no, zipped sites. And actually, let's change the name of this. So that is just one word. It's just a little easier to handle. Okay. Everything ran perfectly. This is a production clean. Okay, optional but smart. 2-minute hardening. We'll wait to do those. Okay. Next, I have 5 more zipped static sites that are essentially the same structure that I need to do exactly the same thing with. These zipped sites are in /zipped sites. Let's check and make sure that's true. Zipped sites, yep. Zipped sites. Now let's see what it says. We can make this repeatable. Okay. All right, good. Copy code. All right. Oh, this is going to be in Windows PowerShell. We'll run this. So that's here. Okay. Yeah, and it's running them all nice. Okay, next step. Confirm on VPS. Again, I love that we confirm these. Whoops, on VPS. And there they are. Good. Okay. Create a reusable deploy script on the VPS. That looks good. Basic sanity checks. All right, so let's create this script. And let's see, where did it go? Oh, just put it in the bash. Okay. Right. env bash. All right. Deploy all the zips in one go. Okay. No index HTML at root. Okay, so let's go. Oh, where am I now? On SRV www. There's all my sites. Now it said there's no index HTML in Grasshopper. Probably because it's index.htm, right? Index.htm to index.html. Permission denied. Sudo. We'll just sudo that. Everything's root anyways. Okay. Okay, were there any more that were like that? Let's just go back up and check. Oh, there's another one. CCK12. Isn't it? Huh. CCK11 is probably CCK12 is probably a copy of CCK11. So I'm not sure what the content of CCK 11 and 12 is. Well, I know those existed, but I'm not sure what the story was on them. Okay. Let's just keep going. Well, maybe let's look at these zipped. Yeah, so like 1 kilobyte. Same with this one, EADCM. Similarly. nothing in there. Okay. All right, let's let's keep going. Okay, so we want one of these for each of our sites. Okay, so let's copy this. And we're going to add blocks into serve proxy caddy file. Okay. So we're going to proxy and nano caddy file. Okay, so here's the first one. cck11.mooc.ca. Excuse me. And we'll handle, we'll leave that in. We'll just leave all of these in. And then handle this. cck11.mooc.ca. Oops. Alright, so we'll do that for the next. So this will be cck12.mooc.ca. Yeah, good. Just checking. Alright, and we'll do it here. It probably could have done this all automatically for me, but maybe it's better that it didn't. 12.mooc.ca. Okay, the next one is trying to remember all the names of the sites is what I'm trying to do, but I need to see the list of them somewhere. Here they are. eadcm.downs.ca. Can't really remember what that was. That's a really old one. eadcm.downs.ca. Just coming back here. Not so good on the spelling. And we'll correct it up here too. Okay. Just looking for them again. Connect.downs.ca. I think that's the original connectivism course. And that would have been for both connectivism and connective knowledge 2008 and 2009. What was it? Connect Downs? Yeah. Downs.ca. And again, we'll change it down here. finally, the last one, grasshopper.downs.ca. That's the Grasshopper information site. It's not the demo site, that's different. This is just the static files for the information site. Okay, so we'll save all that. All right, what's next? And we need to reload. Okay, just the warning, no problem. Okay. And now, to generate exact caddy file stanzas without guessing, tell me the 5 domain names. Oh, it's already, he's turned it already, so he would have done it, okay. No, that's not it. Control C. Okay, that seems to have worked. Oh man, but it didn't. Right, let's just exit. And I'll just copy from up here. Each of the 5 sites. Let's see what it says to that. Deploy each zip into, okay. Upload the 5 zips into the VPS. We already did that. Pretty sure we did. Yeah, maybe not. Okay. From Windows PowerShell then, let's do that. Okay. Deploy them. Okay, run this to list what arrived. Oops, wrong. Too many arguments. Try that again. Yep. Okay, so they've all arrived. If your zip files are named like yes they are, then you can deploy them all with this loop. Okay, let's do that. Reload caddy. Okay, so let's deploy them. Oop, got an error. Inline 5. Okay, so what step was that? Step. Got an error. 2. My earlier snippet had a quoting parentheses typo. There's a corrected. Yeah. Mm. To new error, maybe let's just show it the error. I think it's because the directory is actually empty. Yeah. First confirm that nothing ever got moved. Yeah. Okay, that didn't get moved. Command not found. Oh, what did you do, ChatGPT? Oh no, that output means the system is currently missing user bin utilities at least, which means user got moved. Oh my goodness. Oh, ChatGPT, how could you? Okay, let's check and see whether user is missing. Bad, bad. Look for moved under. Okay. Now specifically check for the relocated US art directory. It seems to be lost. Let's check and see if it was moved in the proxy directory or anywhere else. Nope. Let's just do step 2 results. Oh, goodness me. This is probably like super broken too. No, that still works. How about that? I need to locate the missing US. We just need to find where USR was moved. Oh my goodness, this is so... I'm really glad that this isn't, well, important and doesn't contain my life's work. No, I'm just kidding. Everything's backed up. We'll be fine. Let's find where user is moved. Right. Looks like it just somehow deleted it. Bin is a sim link potentially missing. This is hilarious. Wow. We're now in system recovery mode. Yeah. Let's just verify that ls won't run. No such file or directory, right? Verified. Current shell only works because it's already running. Oh, maybe it was moved into the current directory? Well, ls doesn't work, right? So I can't tell. You must use bash built-ins. When the script accidentally tried to move /star. Oh my goodness. No external commands. Run these exactly. For X in the current place, echo X. All right. All right. user is moved. Now check and see if serve www exists. Serve www missing. Oh, even worse. If it exists, list what's under it. It doesn't exist. Well, let's run this anyways. Nothing. In fact, all of serve is missing. It's likely the serve directory was moved elsewhere. So most of the OS tree is gone. Oh, jeebers. We can recover. You keep saying that. Okay, let's run these. Let's just run them one at a time and see what happens. Nope. There's no root user. So there's not going to be any of them, right? So we'll just put that in. Nope. Let's just give them the result. You're not going to like this. Enumerate what's under root. Okay. That's actually the best move. Oh, but it doesn't exist. We can still inspect the run bash pwd. Pwd I don't think works. Oh, it does work. How about that? No. No found. show where I really am. Oh, not there. Still says proxy. Okay. Not found up to. Your VPS file system is critically damaged. The correct recovery path is OVHRescue code. Unbelievable. This is probably, in the history of Stephen Follows Instructions, the most catastrophic instruction fail of all. Okay. So, what are we going to do? Okay. We'll go to the OVHCloud Manager, My VPS, and Rescue Mode. Okay. OVH Cloud Manager. Do I need to log in? All right. Here we go. Here's the VPS. Wow. I mean, it moved them, but moved them to nowhere? Let's just ask. Is there a way to check all directories and all subdirectories to find existing USR? Not from this system anymore, right? All of those live in. Okay, I get you. All right. Your VPS, rescue mode. Where is rescue mode? Oh, I made a backup yesterday, so that's nice. yesterday. No. Okay. BPS, yeah, I'm already there. Restoring yesterday's backup is the correct engineering decision, not a failure. Likely just today's static site automation. That's a very small price compared to rebuilding an OS by hand. No, really? Okay, so let's do that. Okay. Restore the backup from yesterday. All right. How do I do this? Automated backup. You currently don't have any restore points mounted. Okay, restore my VPS. We'll delete all of my current data. May take a few hours. Yeah. That's all I can do. Now let's restore my VPS. Confirm. Invalid date. What do you mean invalid date? No. Let's try mounting. This is not good. Closed by remote host. Okay, let's try to get back into it. Nothing. That's not good. I don't have any restore. That's stupid. I had backup. pretty sure I had. I guess this is premium. All right, let's do this off screen. Okay. No, I already have one. Or had one. There it is. Status installing. That's a good sign, maybe. Maybe. Don't know. Oh, I'm in. Home Ubuntu. There's everything. Right. So the stuff that I did today is gone. So it looks like we're back. I'm just so this again won't work. Right, it just goes to the Grasshopper page. Yeah. All right. This kind of failure happens when automatic file system without hard guards. The thing is, you stopped, you didn't keep trying random commands, and you chose the recovery path that preserves data integrity. Once the restore is done, we'll redo the static site deployment safely using the staging directory in rsync and explicit refuse to run checks, so this can't happen again. So we're actually going to end the episode here because why wouldn't I? And then my next task will be to restore all the work that I did today. Kind of annoyed that OVH, even though it said I had backups, wouldn't actually allow me to back up unless I paid it more money. I mean, sort of like, okay then. And it is only $3 a month, so it's not like, you know. And even this is saying I don't have premium automated backup, which is kind of weird. says it's still installing, which is also kind of weird. But I think I'm okay. Let's just come back here, and then we'll go into it. Now it says state active. So I don't know why that still says installing. Let's give it a hard shift reload. Okay. There we go. My VPS is active. Yep. Shift reload. Okay. All right, so we'll end the episode here. Oh, what a cluster. Well, there you go. All right. Glad I can find this funny. But, hey, live and learn. All right, so that's the end of this episode. And we'll pick up where we left off.